Hey, what's up, Diamonds? It's your boy Christopher Doc Reed, your favorite relationship and life coach out here. One more again, telling you what your father didn't tell you and your mother did not know. If you are an empath, like I am, relationships can be a challenge. Why? Because you feel absolutely everything. It's like you are one giant nerve ending. Okay, it's difficult for you to distinguish your feelings from those you care about. And as a result, you have little to no boundaries, unfortunately, at times. Okay, now your protective force field becomes compromised. So superheroes like Wonder Woman can have a force field. You know, if you bring them bracelets together, you know what I'm saying? You get the force field and, hey, bullets are coming. Pew, 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 pew. Hey, but as long as you are inside this protective dome, nothing can get to you. It keeps you safe on the inside, but keeps the attackers out. All right? But certain types of men manipulate their way into your heart. So before their true intentions are known, they bait you by being extremely nice. So you're like, well, what good does the force field do me if I put it up, but they're right here? So now when I put it up, they're inside the force field with you. Okay, so what they do, like I said, they present themselves as being extremely nice and they appeal to your empathy with their sad victim stories. We know narcs are masters. They are the best in the game at this. Okay, it's what I call the 1-2 punch. Okay, you're down for the count. You watch movies where, the boxing movies, and one person bow, and you fall on the ground and you grabbing on ropes. You can't get yourself together and you look crazy. But here's the deal. You're stumbling around and many many of you have experienced this multiple times. It's the KO. I mean, when you deal with this type of relationship, a narc, a master manipulator, it's just devastating. It's absolutely devastating. And you do have that feeling like, I have fallen and I absolutely cannot get up. But let me tell you something. It is possible for you to avoid these type of men that have these narcissistic tendencies. First of all, never, ever make a promise to yourself from this point forward. You will not ignore your intuition. Your intuition as an empath. This is God's early detection warning system. Okay? It's God's gift to you. Right? This may be before you really see any real visible signs, but something in your gut tells you something ain't right. And as an empath, this is one of your absolute superpowers. Many of you have had that intuition, that gut feeling, and you just totally dismissed it. You totally dismissed it. You cannot do that. For thousands of years, this has saved lives, okay? With humans. It could have been a wild animal, could have been anything, could have been some harm coming to your child or whatever, and you just get that gut feeling. Don't ignore it. Secondly, don't ignore the red flags. Every empath that I've ever worked with said, Doc, I gotta be honest with you, I saw red flags. All right? But if you see the red flags, that's why they call them red flags. They're there for a reason, to alert you that there is a problem. Why are we ignoring the red flags and just pushing past them? Like we're going to make them pink flags, okay? Just for the purposes of this example, because you know what? It means that maybe I won't get what I want. So I'm going to just, no, don't do that. Don't turn them to pink flags. And avoid the men that are too pushy. Let me tell you something. If it takes off too fast, it won't last. Do you hear me? Airplanes have to work their way up to takeoff speed. They don't just start out at 500 miles per hour. Airplanes don't do that. If it did, it would be a problem. All right? You also have to run from men with unresolved emotional trauma. This is a big one, especially as an empath, because if you got a guy with all these sad victim stories, it's a sign he's not healed. And this is going to cause multiple problems. Every time you've dealt with a narcissist and he's told you whatever sad story he's told you, okay, you're going to see the fruits of that come up again, or you have seen the fruits of that come up again in your relationship. Okay, you have to tell yourself Doc's favorite phrase, not my problem, and run as fast as you can to the nearest exit. If you don't, you'll be grabbing your tools to start fixing up everything. All right. God didn't. Well, first of all, God ain't going to send you no projects. That's not how this works. He ain't dropping off planks and lumber and wood at your doorstep so that you can erect a house. No. If it's a situation where you got to reach out and get your tools and start fixing on something, this ain't the situation for you. Scripture says that he'll give you the desires of your heart. Are you praying for a 4-unit fixer-upper? I didn't think so. So if you want a mansion and this is the desire of your heart, don't accept no shacks. Don't accept no broken down hut shack. Okay? Because God doesn't, that's not God's best for you. All right? So let me ask you, have you been ignoring your intuition? Do you paint those red flags pink? And are you notorious for falling for the sad story? If this is you, please hit your boy up. Go to my website, ChristopherReed.org. So why? I can tell you how coaching is going to help you realize, all right, that you have the superpower. You don't have to be a victim. You can use your protective force field and protect yourself. So hit your boy up. Also, join me every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in my closed Facebook group called The Diamond Mine. We have a lot of fun. It's great talking about relevant topics that you want to talk about. The last thing I talked about last Wednesday, 3 signs he's not serious about a relationship. Y'all spending too much time with guys that are wasting your time. They are not serious. And you're just holding on and you're just waiting, hoping that something will change. It ain't changing. You're not getting that precious time back. Scripture says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. So make sure you get this information. Go to my website if you want to join the Diamond Mine. Also, get the series, Why He Married Her Instead of You. Listen. If you want to know about men, listen to men. So what I've done is I've taken the liberty of interviewing men and I've asked them the questions that you want to know. So come get this information. If you want that, also go to my website. Listen, I'm out of here. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.